Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. There is more to this than meets the eye. It is something I am very excited about, something I have wanted and definitely needed for quite some time. As many of you know who watch my videos, the biggest problem with them is my incessant rambling, my nonsense, where I never really get to the point that I am driving at. And sure, the videos are great to look at, but sometimes to listen to, not so much. Enter the Neewer X11 2-in-1 teleprompter. Why is it 2-in-1? Because it is a high quality teleprompter, but it also comes with a second screen. This screen is an extension of your computer, your phone, or your tablet, so you can do many different things with it. For me, what I am going to be using it for is when I do my live streams, I'll be able to look directly at the lens and read the viewer comments, the ones where they're giving me all kinds of compliments, be able to respond back without having to stare down at the computer, just looking right into the lens. If you're doing Zoom calls, if you are doing Microsoft Team meetings, that is so great. And of course, the regular teleprompter functions to keep you on track. And this, of course, is a newer product, so you know it's going to be affordable. We need to talk about it. Now, this video is sponsored by Neewer. They wanted me to showcase this 2-in-1 teleprompter to you, but in terms of bias, it's a teleprompter. I will show you how it works. You can decide whether or not it is something that might be useful for you. It is certainly very useful for me. So what we have here is a very large reflective screen that reflects what is on this little monitor, and then you can read that comfortably. What you do is you fasten this part right in to your tripod. You actually don't hang this off of your camera like some teleprompters. The camera sits on the back of the teleprompter, and it is all supported by this base here on the teleprompter on your tripod. And you have a couple of different thread options depending on what you want to put it on. On the back here, we have a quick release base for your camera. It comes with its own little quick release plate. And I don't know if Neewer did this just for me, but all of my Falcam F38 plates fit right into that quick release, which is great. Once you snap your camera in, you can adjust it horizontally depending on the size of your camera and lens. You can also adjust it vertically by pushing up here, and then you tighten it down when it's right. Then you move this little cloth over your lens and you tighten it down with this drawstring so you don't have any light leaks in your teleprompter. There is another mount that you can add to the base plate if you need to make finer adjustments or if you have a different piece of equipment you want to get in there. And of course, in 2025, we need to have a place to hold a phone in case you want to use your teleprompter with a phone and do your TikToking and booty popping. Once you're set up how you like it, you can just click your monitor screen right in here and you are good to go. Now it will reflect everything that is on my computer screen as long as you're connected by your USB-C cord, or you can use your phone or your tablet. There's a little button on the side that controls how bright the screen can be, and it also, with the touch of that button, you can flip the screen horizontal, upside down, or whichever way you need. Ooh, look at this. It's like Inception. Let me show you how to use the teleprompter itself. Go into the Neewer Teleprompter app, type whatever script you are going to type, and then you can change the size of the text if you have old eyes like me to bigger or smaller if you have better eyes, and you can change the speed depending on how fast you want the text to go up the screen. You just press play and then it starts going for you. Really, really great. If I want this to be a full screen, there you go. And because this is just another screen for my actual computer, I can split this and make this a secondary screen and just drag things over to it while I look at my desktop, or I can just mirror my desktop, or I can do a couple of 2-in-1 images. So because this is just recognized as another screen, there are many options for you on your computer. Now, I wrote this script in the app on my Mac, but you can also write it on your iPad or your iPhone, and then you can just save it to the cloud, and then it will appear in the app. Like, let's say you're out and you wanted to write the script in the Neewer app on your phone, but you wanted to record by using your computer, just put it up to the cloud. You can also transfer files via Wi-Fi. Lots of ways to get your text from your phone, tablet, whatever device you're using to the app. Now, of course, you can use your phone or tablet as well. The second screen is powered by your device, and the same principle applies. It is just mirroring what is on your phone or your tablet. So let's go to our Neewer teleprompter, and there is our script yet again. And that is very, very cool. It's one of the only drawbacks of this is that it does need to be tethered to something at all times, a computer, a phone, or a tablet. And speaking of cables, the Neewer comes with two different types of cables. The USB-C cable is generally for screencasting or using with a mobile device like a phone or a tablet. The other cable is for devices with a USB-A port, like some desktop computers or laptop computers, and comes USB-A on this side, and then it has a USB-C as well as a mini HDMI. The mini HDMI and the USB-C go into the Neewer screen, and the USB-A goes into your computer. Now, in terms of price, this is coming in at an impressive $219 full retail price USD, and that's before any kind of coupons or discounts. Make sure you check the links to see if they're running any specials or if I have any coupons listed down below. But $219 to get a second monitor here for your computer and a high quality teleprompter, I think is a really good deal. YouTubers like to throw around the term game changer, but this for me really does change the game because it saves me countless hours where I sit down and I ramble without knowing what to say. And also I can look directly at my screen as I do live streams, or if I have meetings, Zoom meetings, Microsoft Team meetings, then that way just looking right at the camera with my fancy camera setups, just good to go, looking like a real true professional. But that's just me. Let me know down below what you think. Are you interested in something like this? Would you buy a teleprompter with a second screen? And if not, you let us know the reasons. We'll have a nice little discussion about it. Thanks for watching this. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.